Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk and show you how we can go ahead and disable the web search, right? So what is web search? So web search is an capability of Windows 10 and 11 devices. And I'm going to show you from both perspective as an end user as well as a administrator from IT side who is going to manage those effectively so that we don't want people to search unwanted contents, even if they try to search any content, any keywords or anything, but that is not going to be find or that is not going to be available for users because we are going to disable it. And what is the purpose of this to disable is that when any user tries to search any content or any specific application or anything that is available or they wanted to search whether that is available in the Windows, but you might have seen in the corporate world or in the organizations that whatever the devices company or organization is managing, they are managing those devices fully, right? They wanted to make sure people are able to access whatever is needed and not anything that is out of scope or that is not needed at all, right? Because that might put the company and organization into risk, right? And that is why these settings are something which are really needed to manage effectively. And it's not something we don't want to let people get the right and appropriate user experience, but still we wanted to make sure people should have only whatever they need and not something which is going out of the scope and out of their curiosity and try to find something which is really not expected about, right? So I'm going to show you on the both side as an end user how they can go ahead and disable that and enable that as well. But in many organizations, if you or someone in your friends and any circle, they are working for the organization which is in the finance or financial or banking and insurance domain, you might have seen that those organizations are fully and effectively managing the laptops and devices effectively. And even other are also managing, but other organizations are not bothered much to take the full control of all those capabilities, right? So, but these organizations, which I called out here, financial insurance and healthcare, along with the banking sectors, those are the organizations where they wanted to make sure each and every service that they are providing their internal users as well as their customers, majorly the people who are working for them as an employee, right? So they have only the right set of tools, systems, and they should not go back to the internet and try to find something. And maybe they might find something similar, but that is not, if that is not the appropriate tool or system, and people might end up sending or using all those freeware tools and provide the company and organize data, right? And that is why those are the organizations they wanted to strictly manage all those kind of capabilities. So the capability that I'm going to show you, this is one of the capability, but there are so many things around the Windows devices which we can manage effectively from Intune and from all other different platforms like SCCM and third-party systems as well, right? And Intune is being fully matched, same as SCCM, right? And it has so many capabilities that we can leverage, and it's pretty good and becoming a complete kind of whole and soul and sweet tool at the end, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll share my screen and show you from the end user perspective first, and then we'll show you on both sides, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let me share the screen here. All right, so here you can see that I have Windows 11 virtual machine and I'm going to log into it. So this is going to log in, and once we are here on the device, so let's consider you as an end user. You wanted to search something, like you just press on search button here and try searching the application name. So let me search the app name as Postman, right? So there's an app called Postman, and I'll try to search whether that application is available in my system, right? So that is not available, but you can see that there are web search results, right? So these are the web search results that we wanted to, or we are seeing, but we as an organization, we don't want to show those up. Instead, end user should only see if that application is available, that application should pop up over here. If not, then user has to go ahead and request that application or provide or get the appropriate access level. Similarly, on the Windows 10 device as well, let's say I go here on the Windows 10 device and I'll just show you here. Let's say I search the first one because I know I don't have this tool installed here on the machine, right? And here you can see that I don't have that application installed, right? So let's say if I search over here, it is going to redirect me to the web, right? Because it has tried to search it. Let's say I will research again and give it a name. And you can see that it is still redirecting, but you can see search the web. It is not showing under the web app. Even if I show or click apps, it is not a part of app list or application. If I click on web, you can see that Postman is matching with many different web search records, right? So it is going to search the similar keyword on the web and try to give you the results. Now it says open the results in the browser because that's something which is popping up on the browser and website. Here you can see that there are similar results which are matching with the Postman keyword, right? So this is something which we can manage or disable as an end user. Let's say I wanted to do that. I'll simply search for search permissions and history. So this is the setting. As an end user, you can go ahead and disable it. So to do that, here is the search safe search option, which we can go ahead and disable and enable or change it. But to make sure the content search is enabled or disabled on Microsoft as well as on the work for or work for school account, which is organizational work accounts, right? So from here we can disable it simply. And on the both account context, it is not only the Microsoft or not only work for school account, but on the both side. Similarly, we can go ahead and on the Windows 11, and I'll show you search permissions, right? So this one, so once it is opened and let it open here. Okay, then we have to go to privacy and security because it's a part of privacy and security, whether we wanted to allow it, and then we are here, right? Under safe search, we can change the filter level, whether it is a strict, moderate, or off, and then on the content search over here, because this is searching on the cloud, on the web, right? And we can simply disable it on the Microsoft account as well as on the work or school account. So I'm going to keep it enabled for this account as well as on the Windows 10 as well, because I'm going to show you how we can disable it using the policy, using Intune, right? So that's the main purpose. Now I showed you how we can do this using the, or as an end user, we don't want or anything from admin site. Instead, end user can go ahead and do that activity, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So from end user perspective or from administrator who are managing the devices, they can go ahead and take the appropriate actions, right? And they can simply go ahead and do that, right? So let's go to Intune. So I'm here on Intune portal. So let's go back on the main page and I'll just refresh it once so that it is going to open up. Let's click on devices. Let's click on Windows. So from Windows, we are targeting all the Windows devices, right? So that is going to be part of Windows devices completely, and it's going to then click on configuration. So this is going to open up the configuration profile or policy blade, right? So from here, I'll just go ahead and click create new policy. Then select the platform, Windows 10 and later. From here, search for settings catalog and click create. So once we do that, give it a name, right? So let's say disable web search on Windows, right? So we can give it a name which is easy to identify, and then so from here we can go ahead and search that category because we wanted to disable. So we can simply search it. So it should show up here. So this is the category that we wanted to pull in and add, right? So there are so many uh, results under the search category, right? So allow cloud search, allow Cortana in AD, allow find my files, whatever is the search that you wanted to add or disable, you can go ahead and do that. But for this specific video, I'm going to add this one, which is do not use web service, web results. And there's also disable this one, uh, disable search, right? So these are the two options. Disable search is nothing but is going to disable this search option, which is going to show us here. So this is the search icon, right? So we can disable that as well so that end user do not try to find anything or anything that they would try to find or search. So we can either do not disable or disable. So there are only two options, but for now I'm going to just remove it and then focus on this one, which is do not use web results. That means it is by default on allowed state on all the devices. But if we are managing the devices completely, right, then we should definitely make sure take the appropriate actions like not allowed and queries won't be performed on the web and web results won't be displayed when the user tries to find or search something, right? So this is that option which is going to be simply added and we can go ahead and add and click next, right? So here we have scope tags. I'm not going to add any scope tags and it is going to be default one, whatever it is, and click next here. And the next under assignments, let's add all devices because I wanted to target each and every one. And that's not going to impact anything. Instead, it is just going to disable the web search results on the search category and click next. So once we are here, we can see that the search category for this one, we have configured this one not allowed and it is configured successfully. So let's go ahead and create this policy, right? So once it is created, the same policy is going to be assigned to the devices and it should be showing up over here, right? So policy is created. Now we can go back and let's go back and synchronize the devices as soon as possible so that it is going to be picking up the policy for both of those devices and should be showing up the results as well. So let's do that quickly here. So let me synchronize. Meantime, I'll go to device and open up CMD prompt. Same on Windows 11 as well. All right, so here I will run GP update /force. So it is going to simply speed up the synchronized process, right? And okay, I think it has opened up the command prompt twice. All right, so let's open this up. Even I will just I'll just GP updates slash post. So I'll just type it here because once the policies or the device is synchronized, so the first device is started to synchronize, and let's try the second one. And if you wanted to speed it up, so we will synchronize it from device side as well as from engine side. So it is going to simply speed up the synchronization process, right? So let's do that. All right, so it is synchronized. Let me hit enter. We can see that the policy is updating on the Windows 11 device. So similarly, let's go back to the Windows 10 and run the update policy as well. So this is going to do that quickly and speed up the process. All right, so I'm going to do that again because we wanted to speed it up and make sure it has synchronized as well, right? So from Intune side, definitely it's going to synchronize it, but still we wanted to make sure it is synchronizing. All right, so this is done. And I'm running this command again because to speed up this process, because we don't want to wait for a longer time. And if we are going to wait, then that means the video is going to become longer, right? So that is why I'm just trying and pushing it faster to pick it up. All right, so let's do that again. And also we can go back to Intune. And from Intune side, we would also be able to see once that is delivered to the devices. So let's search that policy here. And over here, you can see that same policy should be showing up here with the results, right? So for now, it is not showing up results because even if the policy is delivered and to show it back, it has to wait for some time so that it is going to be simply showing up all those results, right? And that is why it has to wait. And it says that due to amount of data, that is, this report might take some time to generate and will expire after 72 hours, right? So this is going to take a bit of time to show it up back. But on the devices, to speed it up, definitely we can run out this command and we should be able to see that results. And let's go back to 11. All right, so let's do one thing. Let's minimize this one. And I will just simply search it. And let's see if that is showing up the web content search or not. Okay, so you can see that it is still showing up because web search is not disabled, right? And to see that also we can simply go ahead and take the settings, search permissions and history over here. So it comes under the privacy and security, right? So let it open. Okay. All right, you can see that it is still showing up as an enabled. Even you can disable the history as well, right? So you can either clear device search history and then disable it. That means we don't want to allow people to search anything going forward. Instead, we can just disable it, right? So this is how we can go ahead and do that using Intune policy as an end user, because there should be a way and there should be a solution for both sides. And in some cases, there is no solution from Intune side, but there is a solution on the end user side. But that is something where we need to educate people to do the things appropriately, and they should not do unwanted things and probably get into the unwanted situations, because organizations are tracking each and every activity over the internet when if people are simply using their corporate managed devices, and but people don't realize how they are managing or how they are using their devices, applications and systems and anything, right, that they are using. But company and their respective teams, they have the full control of those systems so that they can get into this deep level of the devices, do the forensics and find whatever the activities that end user has done, right? So that is why it is also good to see and good to know what you should do, what you should not do, and take the appropriate permissions whenever you wanted to do something, right? So this is how it is going to be. And seems it is just taking a bit more time to show up. Perfect. So let's see. Let's try searching here on Windows 10. Okay. It is still, the policy is not yet applied. Probably we just need to restart the device and it should be picking it up. So I'll just restart the laptop or restart this Windows 11 virtual machine, and probably it should just come back, right? So let's give it up 1 or 2 minutes and we can just wait for it to come back. Okay, it is restarting. Meantime, we can go back to Intune and try to find this policy search. Probably I'll just refresh the whole page. All right, so this is the web search. Let's open it up. Oh, it is still restarting. Policy is not yet showing up any signs whether this is deployed successfully or anything. And even on the device side as well, it is not showing up any changes. Let me search with Windows 10. Disk map. So seems it is okay. Let's try finding it in the web. Okay, it shows customer is not available right now. It is just typing here. So it is going to ask to go to the web browser. So instead of doing that, I will just open up settings. Security, and or else I will just search permissions. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So seems you can see that both options are turned on here. That means the setting is not yet taken effect from the policy itself, even after the device was synchronized successfully, right? So this is how we can go ahead and do that, because I know this is going to take a longer time to sync and search or show the results, and this video is going to become very longer, right? And for that, maybe I can just pause the video for a while, and then we can go ahead. All right. It seems that policy setting is still not yet shown up, because it is just taking much time to synchronize the policy here, and probably it's just taking a time. It shows the same on Windows 10, 11, 10 and 11, both devices, right? So ideally, it should pick it up as soon as possible, but it is not taking up. So let's say if I search here, so this is Windows 10, and you can see that it has shown up, because the quality itself is not picking it up, and it is just trying to let it find. And because we have disabled it using the search or web search, let's say if I search it here, and here it says search indexing was turned off, but it is going to show that, so probably it is kind of turned off partially, and it says that review is not right, isn't available right now. So either if I click on web, so here it is going to show like this one. So seems the policy is picking it up, but gradually it is taking the time, right? So even under the web as well, it is not showing up, because I have restarted this device. That means this is successful, right? And but the policy is not showing the change. But on the screen, you can see that it is showing up the results appropriately. If you click on web, and then it is just showing it the search results. Probably that should not. And the very important part of this is that it says that search indexing was turned off, right? So probably it has, or there is some time it needs to synchronize and keep checking with the Intune and the device, right? And this way it is going to simply be showing it up, right? So this way, all right. So on the device side, So let's say I have to show it here. First one. The local device, but if I search here, the virtual machine, here you can see that it shows search index is turned off and the result is showing up on the web or web search, right? But this option states that this is going to be turned off, right? So probably it's going to take a bit of time to search or stop it. All right. So even on this as well, it is just showing it up. So yep, that is how it is going to be disabled. And probably this is going to take time even on your test or even on your production environment as well. And that is how I wanted to show you on the end user side as well as administrator side. And yep, so this is how it is going to be taking an effect. So on the policy deployment side, definitely the policy is ready and created and deployed across, but still it is just taking time to synchronize. So, yep, let me know if you have done this before. What are your experiences? If you have faced any challenges or issues, and let me know that in the comment below so that I can answer those questions, right? So, yeah, that's all for this video. Hope you like it. Please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to share this video with your friends, colleagues, and all other people around you so that they can also learn something and they can do the practice as well. And definitely it's going to help them to learn and explore more on this as well. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. For now.